everybody, and welcome back to round 3 of the Ontario Provincial Disc Golf Championships, brought to you by True North Disc Golf Productions. I am one of your hosts, Julian Murphy.
And I'm Justin, on your back again in that picture. We're going to have to get one where I'm not on your back. Here at the beautiful Chicopee Resort. And we're going to go right into it, Julian.
So back 9, we've got Derek Jones. He's 3 down so far through the front 9.
It's a huge start. 21 down through the event with a 5-stroke lead currently as well.
And we've got Clayton Morgan again. We know what's going to happen this time. You're not going to be serious. You can't do it.
You can try as hard as you want. We know what's going to happen.
Where is it?
Hey, Clay, I just fired it.
He knows.
Are you kidding me?
Cam Zanini.
He looks like a man of mystery.
He actually has a bit of a Keanu Reeves, like young Keanu Reeves kind of look about him too.
Like speed.
With the hat, yeah.
Speed days. I can see that. And
Chris
then
Ozolins.
Clark Kent.
Rocking the Tim Hortons.
I think those glasses can have like water run through them like a straw.
I bet they can.
They're really nice.
They start drinking out of the one ear and it comes
That's what I'm
into the other. Tournament director Chris Ozolins ended that last round with a bogey. Now hole 9 only had 2 birdies, so Cam Zanini got one of the only birdies. And big shout out to local player Jeff Scanlon, who got the other birdie on that hole.
I bet you Jeff Scanlon didn't bounce it off a barbed wire fence that you couldn't see and then tap it in a birdie.
No, he bounced it off
the cameraman, Rick.
Sure. Yeah, he bounced it off Rick, missed the fence.
All right, getting into it. Hole 10, kind of not a must get, but it can't play that difficult. It's wide open through this wasteland, this barren wasteland. Lefty backhand, righty forehand, righty backhand, righty forehand, thumber, kick it with your right foot, roll it on the ground, throw it backwards. Doesn't matter. It's wide open. Grab something that you're going to throw at this target wide open, and
don't put it long.
Don't put it long, which doesn't happen
Not
ever,
too often.
maybe? Not. I have once, but it was like on a 15th, like I was trying to go long. I'm like, I'm going to see how far I can throw this.
And Cam Zanini starting us off with that birdie.
Whoa, airdrop.
And you can tell there's some wind here with that
Oh my
disc.
goodness. Cool spin on that too. Nice camera work, everyone. What do you think, Julian? About he's way down. He's way
50 away, maybe?
Yeah. Just that wind just kind of stomped it down. So a little bit of Anheuser and it got pushed down.
Yeah, and Derek might be going with that flex or might not have a choice with that wind.
This looks good.
Yeah, well played.
Sorry. This looks great is what I meant to say.
That's 15 feet away. Huge, huge drive.
It really does play into his game, but as you can see, actually, you know what? It's harder for a lefty. He's got to keep it low because of that snowmaker there.
Yeah, and Clayton Morgan gets a little bit high and the wind's kind of taking it.
Yep.
Off towards Rick.
Yep.
And rounding out the card, we have Chris Ozolins. And let's see what he does. Oh, that's a nice shot.
It's a little bit stable.
Yeah,
and great shot.
Yeah.
Very good shot.
Maybe just outside the circle or right at the edge.
He has that step putt similar to Cam, so maybe we'll get to see that again. This is putting range?
No. He's not going to run this, is he?
I mean, why not?
I guess if you've got it.
Oh
Holy
my
cow.
God. Nice try, Cam.
What a run. Holy
Dink.
cow. That's the
No,
basket
that was
noise.
the basket. I think it's the same as the band. I got to get more creative. And it was like 15 seconds delayed.
Maybe the band will be like a
Oh,
ouch.
doink. That was the pull
Oh,
sound.
doink, yeah.
Dink, doink.
Dink for the basket, doink for
It's
the
kind
pull.
of a
Maybe like-
90s wrestling reference to dink and doink. Let's see what Chris can do here.
It wasn't alive then.
Right.
Puts it over the basket, wondering
Which way's the
wind,
beach?
what on earth are you doing to my disc? Stop
Yeah.
blowing for 5 seconds. Can't you see that I, the tournament director, am putting
Yeah.
and putting it in? There we go.
Good par putt.
Settle down for you there.
He might have thought there was some tailwind, left a little high to get it pushed down to the basket, as Derek's going to probably tap a 2 in.
What a birdie.
Yep.
This it wasn't playing.
You said there was 2 birdies, right?
Yeah, it wasn't playing too hard. There's only 2 birdies though in this round. So Derek Jones got the one, obviously.
Who?
And everyone's already passed it. Jason Pasilla got the other one.
Oh, he's getting a lot of mentions, honorable mentions here. It's too bad about that first round coverage because he is a great disc golfer and he probably got the camera jitters, which are a real thing.
Yep, absolutely they are, especially the first round on camera.
Yeah.
And now most of these guys, this is their at least second round on camera and probably more for some.
Yeah.
I think Chris Ozolins has been on a couple of
Yeah, I've seen him on
rounds.
YouTube before.
Yeah.
When I randomly Google his name at night. Derek pads his lead. He doesn't really need to, but he does. Might as well be safe, right?
Yeah, for sure.
6 strokes now with the lone birdie on that card. And that leads us into hole 11. Now, this power pole on the left is a Mando. No, it's not.
It's
Sorry,
a tree
the
just
tree
to the
beside
right of
it.
it. Yep.
And that's to kind of keep the volleyball courts out of play because often we're playing disc golf at the same time as the volleyball courts. So you got to throw something up this hill, up this path, and the basket, again, perched on a very treacherous hill that will 100% have rollaways down to those volleyball courts, Julian.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
lefty backhand, righty forehand, or a turnover.
Yeah, and just you want it to land softly.
That's good
whatever you
truth.
throw, you want it to be
This looked like a buzz.
slow enough that it'll just kind of settle down. And I'm surprised he took the straight edit route because there is a bit of a hyzer route for the lefty.
Might have been a misrelease, but he'll be fine from there. See, it's a circle 2 putt, and he's got that hill to kind of have a backstop for his putt.
And actually very surprised to see Cam throwing a backhand on
Me
this
too.
one with his forehand.
Yeah, and you just turn that over a bit.
And he ends up at the drop zone without a stroke penalty, though.
Great ride, by the way, at Wonderland.
Drop zone.
Drop zone, yeah. That's okay, actually. They've got many better ones now. Yeah, and that looks like the headwind might be kind of
it's
messing with some discs
I
here.
think it's getting into their heads a little bit, so they're leaving it low just to
Nice
try and
one.
avoid that.
Headwind, I get it. Good, that was good. And here's what I've been waiting to see, because I throw a forehand here, and it gets parked.
It's a much safer skip as long as you can make it on that hill.
Just a bit too much turn on that,
Yeah,
or Anheuser, I guess, out of his hand. He should be okay, though.
Yeah, still a makeable par for sure.
So this is throw-in range because of great run because of that hill, Julian.
Holy cow. Yeah, well played there. Let's see what...
Chris was fine. He's going to try and throw this in with that disc. No, he's just going to lay up.
It looks like he must have a history in ultimate.
He
That
must.
Little soft forehand.
He must. Or he's just a man of all things Frisbee related.
Clayton Morgan hitting a tree and settling down close to the basket.
Yeah, nice and flat so it didn't roll. The rollaways here, guys, it's ridiculous. I've had some go into the volleyball courts before. You think you're there for a birdie and you end up with a double.
Yeah.
And Derek pretty much listened to me there.
Yeah, smart layup.
Princess layup.
Princess layup. You can see it's a smart one with the angle of the hill that the basket is in.
And this is the only real tester for par, and Cam says, no, it's not. I'll just go low middle. So these guys will probably all clean their pars up, Jules. Oh, man, last time I said that, Clay missed that birdie putt. I was just maybe I should
just
not.
about to jinx him.
I'm not going to say that anymore. Is that a
still
streamline?
wanna know
It's
what
a
that disc
streamline.
is.
It's got to be.
No, it looks like it, but I think it's a misstamp.
It does look like a double stamp.
Judging by the angle.
Oh, there's a hand on it. Chris, what is that?
What did he throw? What did he throw on?
It was that
That was a
disc.
soft forehand, right?
Soft forehand, yeah.
So I'm gonna say that one is a
Volt?
T-bird.
Oh,
Misprint T-bird.
okay.
That's my guess. Chris, message me. What's your disc? Star par for the card. Maintaining their scores. That hole was not playing too hard, although it was over par.
Over par, wow. Well, maybe that Mando came into play and some rollaways like we talked about.
Yeah,
Fortunately, we didn't see it there. As we get to our sponsors, still talking about this Shark because it's a great overstable mid. Straight flying with some turn at the end. 30 years of the Shark. New stamp, new release. Pick one up today from your local disc supplier.
And I heard that there might actually be a new local disc supplier coming out soon, but I'm not 100%.
I think there is too, and we're going to mention that probably when it gets a little closer to opening. But for now, these guys all have the disc they've already purchased in their hands, and they're ready to throw hole 12 here. Very, very, very uphill. I know I've said that 1,469 times. But you want to throw something that's going to go left to right here just at the right moment and have it sit nicely before it fades down that hill, which is like a cliff.
Yeah, you need it to settle near the basket. And there is a bit of a nice landing zone for the basket, but it's
wonderful.
guarded by so many trees.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, great shot.
I'm going to start
for,
throwing left-handed, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way to... I mean, obviously, that's the way to be.
Well, if you want to win tournaments in
do.
MPO,
Well, yeah, we'll see.
we'll see how this tournament ends up. But
Very surprised here. Oh, wow, it's such a good shot, but Cam's forehand is just...
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's kind of cool. If I was to guess what these guys would throw before, I'd be wrong 75% of the time.
I think I would guess Clay Morgan backhand.
Yeah, I would definitely guess that one, but everyone else, as that's got to sit.
Turn.
Okay, so sometimes you have a window in there, and sometimes you don't. Even though you're in circle one, you really have no look at the basket.
Yeah, that's a stats wrecker.
It is. I often say that U-Disc should have a stat, or I guess disc golf in general should have a stat for obstructed circle one putts so you don't mess your stats up.
Oh, great shot. Chris Ozolins looking to hit Rick.
Yeah,
Just
again,
leave the poor
Rick
guy
is
alone.
like a pylon out there with that color. And yeah, so this is what you get when you're over there. You're in circle one, but you got to just kind of do something like that and hope to goodness that it goes in.
Yeah, that was close. That was a close run. About all you can do from behind those trees.
Great
Makes
putt.
the putt. He has switched to his black Luna
Yep.
in the last couple of holes and just making them. Here's
Disc
a
Mania replay.
Discmania replay.
Yeah,
What a
that
putt.
wasn't going anywhere but in, Julian.
Yeah, great putt by Cam. Derek Jones.
His putt is so crisp. That's it. I'm not talking about how good he is anymore. And hopefully these snowmakers aren't in his way. Good putt.
Yeah, that's the way to play the hole. You've got
Someone just said Eric Oakley. I guess I can kind of see a resemblance. I heard someone yell that just now. I could see that. Oz and Oakley,
yeah,
for sure.
Especially the forehand. They both get kind of low on their forehand
Yeah,
throws.
that's true.
Yeah.
I think they both wear flashy clothes and have those glasses and beard too. I can see that.
Hi, Adam.
There's Adam, the cameraman, doing great work. He also, everybody out there, does all the editing and stats and all the what are those things called when you put things on the screen like that?
Graphics.
Graphics as well. And he's a very smart young man. Julian, what happened there?
We have 3 birdies and 1 par. These guys just ate that hole alive. It's not the hardest hole by any means, but that uphill can still kind of cause some issues. So well played.
Speaking of uphill, I know I wouldn't say it again, but we got a few more. A few more. Then we'll say downhill in a bit.
2 more, only 2.
Right. So this hole is a 385. I'm going to say 55 feet of elevation. It plays like 500 at least.
Yeah.
And you got to have a full crush. I'm very curious to see what Clay does here, but throw something hard, far, straight, stay in the middle. And if you err on the side of caution being left a little bit on this fairway, you'll have a better access to that green.
Yeah, there
which
is
also has rollaway potential, by the way.
Yeah, the green is raised, so you can run this one from your second shot almost no matter. Wow.
Okay.
What a drive.
But you know the thing is too, like Derek throws obviously far. We've said this. He's still like 90 feet.
Yeah.
It's just such a full. Like you don't even see where whoever this is
Mystery
throwing.
thrower. Cam Zanini.
Flex out of that.
Oh, come on, fade.
Okay, cut to the left. My left.
What was he throwing? Zoom in. Not out.
Destroyer probably. Maybe a
Probably.
destroyer.
Likely a destroyer.
See, now he's pinched for that, so he's not to have an overstable forehand because he's on the right side of that fairway.
And Chris.
Oz has another low one, just
it
like
low.
that shot on 7.
But he has a good forehand for that second shot.
Good with that mystery disc, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Clayton
tattoos.
Morgan.
Wow, full of ink there. Now this is the shot I want to see. Come on, let it finish.
That's what.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. I mean, if that's where he gets, that
That's the
just tells you how
circle
far, right?
Yeah, that's it.
that tells you how far. He had full flight out of that.
He made it maybe edge of circle 2, maybe just outside that.
Yeah. So that just tells you how far this hole really does play. As Chris is going to use that mystery disc on the forehand, and unfortunately not stable enough to skip into that green. That'll be a tough par save, Jules.
I changed my mind. I think it's a Thunderbird now.
Oh, just by the way it flew there on that
Sure.
80-foot shot.
Yeah, for sure. That's 100% Thunderbird or something else.
And handsome young Cam here. This looks a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe a bit pinched, but he should be able to put that.
Yeah,
He's a great
that's
putter.
not too far. That's maybe 20 feet back.
Yeah, if you're on that right side, like we said, it's very hard to access that green.
I think Derek's going to run it.
Why wouldn't you? You have that backstop, right?
Oh, maybe not. Just getting it close.
It's really hard to gauge how uphill it is, too, when you throw that shot. Maybe he was running it, and that's just how it ended up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there is a tree in the way of the basket. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but
Right there, yeah.
that tree on the left
it's
wasn't
not even
in the way.
yeah, it's not the stump, I guess you will, or the base of the tree. It's those twigs that hang down. If you throw anything high, you're going to catch those branches and just drop, and sometimes roll really far backwards.
There's that stepper.
What a
Puts it
putt.
in.
Great putt, Chris.
Great par save. Uphill,
I mean-
40 feet.
That's what you have to do. If you're going to put yourself there for par in the MPO division, you got to make those putts.
Absolutely.
Cam with some leg ink. I like leg ink a lot. I'm a big fan with leg ink myself.
Legink.
Leg ink.
Nice putt.
Maybe if I play with him the future tournaments, I will be able to see what it is. Great putt.
I hope that Cam has actually tossed his other putter not into the basket, but into the water or somewhere else, because this black one is
Yeah.
working for him.
Well, it's smart. He said, you know what? I don't have a feel for it today, so let's switch it up. It was a good call. Mm-hmm. And
working.
it's definitely working. Whether it actually is something with the disc or if it's something mental, just do it and make the change.
Yeah, big time.
And Clay making everyone laugh.
Star par. Can't really expect anything else on that hole.
Yeah, how'd that play? Over par or under par?
Disgusting distance. That was over par. It had to be because there was not a single birdie.
Right.
And that one was.
What if they're all pars though?
It was not.
Okay.
At least 1/3 of the field bogeyed that. So, big shout out to Discraft, proudly supporting us and sponsoring this video. Paul Macbeth Tour Series Onyx 1060 rated is available now at discraft.com and local retailers.
Wait, why is it not Annex or Annex?
Annex?
Isn't Onyx like Onyx? Can someone?
It is. I don't know why,
Okay.
but they did say it's the Onyx pronounced, and then they spelled it the way you just spelled
Right.
it.
So why not just spell it that way?
Maybe there's
okay.
another
Last
disc.
time I say it, Julian, like we said, it's very, very,
Is this
very
one downhill?
very, very opposite of downhill.
Oh.
Which would be uphill. No schnarb to speak of, but you've got a 335 foot shot, which you think to yourself, that's not bad, but it's just how steep of an angle this hole plays on and how uphill it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And this one, the angle of the entire fairway, no matter where you are, there is no flat landing area.
Yeah.
So oh wow, that was a good shot.
It's a great shot.
Yeah,
He'll be able to have a lean out putt for a 2 on that. I've not seen this birdied often from longs.
yeah. That second shot though, because your feet are not even, it's hard to throw it on the right angle for your second shot. So you want to get your drive nice and close.
Cam didn't like that shot, but he'll have a straight look at the basket. I know it's 70 feet away, but he can just kind of lay up, princess lay up, and take his par, which on this hole is all you want, really. Get a little bit of flex out of this one. Big skip. Holy cow, that's pumped.
That was a rip.
Great shot. So he's edge of circle there. I've been there before myself from shorts on my second shot.
And Clayton Morgan's going to overthrow this basket.
Think so?
No, maybe.
Oh, he yelled. Hope he's okay. It sounded like he hurt himself.
Maybe. Nope. Nah, darn.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, he's got an open look. He probably is in the best landing area because I don't think he has a tree in his way there.
Chris's might be a little pinched by that Japanese maple.
It's a sycamore.
Okay, good. So, again, rollaways can really, really happen on this hole. I hope we don't see any here.
Now, you haven't mentioned
smart.
the rollaways too much. When does that
sorry.
happen on this?
You know what's funny? You play this course often, and you don't ever talk about it. And so when you have to do commentary, you don't realize how many of these holes either are uphill, which you do realize when you're walking up them, or have rollaway potential. Like this, sit down.
Oh, that was...
So that's the one. Those are the ones that can roll. And an unfortunate birdie miss there from Clay.
Yeah, that was our closest chance. Oh, second closest chance at a birdie.
Sit.
No.
This is what I'm talking about. It's if you miss that basket, and Chris knows it, as soon as you let go, it can go forever.
See, you kept calling for rollaways, and
No, I wasn't calling for them. I'm saying they
sorry.
can happen. And then Chris takes his lumps and says, you know what?
smart upshot.
I'm not going to try and run it again. I'll just take my bogey, birdogie, if you will.
Yeah, and closest drive to a 3-putt finish. That's a tough one, but this hole will eat you alive.
And that's as long as he can just say, you know what, that happens, because it does. And these baskets are all in very tough spots. Couple of par cleanups here. Bag on.
Another hole without a single birdie.
That one doesn't surprise me as much as, was it 8 you said? 8 surprises me.
Yes.
8 surprised me. This one not so much. And Chris with the lone unfortunate red square there, with the best chance for birdie too. But any metal hit that doesn't land in that basket, the disc will probably stand up and roll.
Yeah, you really have to give it your all when you're putting on this one and kind of just shove it in the basket as best as you can.
Yeah, put a little more steam.
So here we have hole 15, 654 feet.
Hardest hole in the course?
Hardest hole in the course.
Okay.
At least playing today it was.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big drive to land somewhere in this fairway. The trees and everything on the right is OB. These trees on the left in that black tunnel right there are playing OB today. And the basket finishes just a little bit off to the right. So you want to have a big straight drive.
Really touchy upshot. I don't think those trees on the right are OB. I don't think. Long there once you get to the green. I'm not sure if they're on the right side. We'll have to see. I don't remember that. But for sure the basket was circled with OB.
Okay.
Long, short, left and right.
Whoa, trying to take out the spectators.
Julian Murphy. That is such a good drive.
Massive
Force.
toss of the force.
Oh, that's I get it. He threw the force because we've been calling him Princess Layup. And the force is with him, obviously. So nice one, Derek. We get it. Thanks for that joke.
Cam Zanini.
Big forehand here.
Oh, and he puts it up good and high, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah, as long as he can stay in the...
Yeah, you want it to land before it
Where's the camera going?
goes that way.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Julian. My apologies. It's all OB there. Yep, good call. So I wonder if he stayed safe. I didn't see an OB graphic.
We will find out if the camera catches up with that disc. Clayton Morgan.
This is what you want. You want to throw a lower shot? Oh,
not
no.
turn that much, though.
Hopefully
that hits a tree and...
OB.
Look at that. We've got the... is that the red-tailed hawk or an osprey in the background?
I don't remember which one it is, but it's definitely that bird that hangs out around here and eats mice in front of us. It's really cool.
And it's a big fan of disc golf. It'll actually just sit and watch you putt for a bit.
Is gone. They're going to have to spot this one close. This is not... It just didn't quite turn for him.
Yeah, he's actually on
stable.
hole 14's fairway, or is he past that?
Probably right around there for sure. He might have to do some sort of a thumber. Yeah.
Yeah, right in the
thumber
middle.
or a forehand, I guess.
Just something to get back up the hill. So he just gave himself an extra couple 100 feet of elevation.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh,
and
shoot.
somehow went OB, maybe long. Couldn't really pick up where that disc landed, but I think he might have been OB judging by the graphic.
Looks like Cam was safe. Potentially. And
that's a great shot. That's an incredible shot from there. Especially, it looks like the wind is blowing left to right and taking all those hyzer angles and blowing them to the right here.
Yeah, and you've got OB on both sides of that tight little fairway where it heads into the green. So it's a really tough landing zone, and this is in danger. Is what I would say if it didn't land just before the OB.
It's so hard to tell on camera. I'm with you on that. Now, this drive is incredible. Okay, now that's got to get down. That's going to be OB. There's no way it can't not be OB unless it gets a weird kick.
Yeah, he's out there. He's about 20 feet, and you can kind of see it come down.
Yeah, so depending on where the spotter puts him, he might have some sort of a look to save his par. That's too bad from that spot. He really was an ideal spot from the tee box.
Yeah, and a par really is playing like a birdie right now. There was so many double, triple, and I think there was even one or two quad bogeys on this hole.
Quogies?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You know, Quogies kind of sounds like Wookiees, which kind of sounds like Princess Leia, which is kind of like the Force.
The Force.
Yeah, I get it. So Clay was safe, which means, was that his par? Will this be his par putt, or did he go OB on his... He went OB on his drive.
OB on
he
his
turned
drive,
over.
that's
right. There's our young spotter. Great job out there by the spotters this weekend. They got real muddy and wet on day one, and then day two they came back for more. So thank you very much to all the spotters in this tournament.
Yeah, this hole particular.
If you're off the fairway, it's almost impossible to find. What's Derek got? They marked him in a good spot here. This could be a good par save here.
Yes, good make.
As a wise man once said, that disc went over the basket like a fat kid over a fence. Just slid over and got himself in.
Oh, my goodness.
You know who that was that told me that?
Confucius.
No. Even more of a legend. It was Tim McCurry said that joke to me when I was playing with him this weekend, and I loved it. So I said, I'm going to use it. So thanks, Tim.
Big shout out, Tim McCurry, local legend.
Yeah, I believe PDGA number 1008.
No way.
I think so.
Amazing.
Something like that. Oh, they're looking for some lost plastic down there.
So 2 pars, 2 bogeys for our card. There was a birdie on the day. Mr. Mike Pay, you might remember him
as the lone bogey on 18 Boxwood, or lone bogey on 8 or 1. One of them had one.
Yeah, he had one one birdie. One of the Pays had a birdie.
These
Actually,
guys,
both of them
these guys
did.
pick up tough birdies. These Pay guys. That's cool.
Hopefully, they don't cost them too much. Thank you to Chicopee Ski Summer Resort for proudly supporting us in both this tournament, this coverage, the drone footage, everything all around. Just amazing support from Chicopee for disc golf.
Yeah, and they sell discs there, guys, too. So hit them up sometime in the summertime.
Hole 16, par 3, 240 feet. It's a short backhand turnover. Shackhand turnover through the forest. You want it to kind of land softly up by the basket here. A lefty, it's just a nice, soft, straight lefty throw, maybe with a buzz or a, I don't
putter.
know.
He has a pink putter. Yeah, this one. This is the one I was hoping he'd throw. I think it's a putter. It looks the profile like it is, and it flies like one. That's the one he was tossing around Foxwood like a dart the other day.
I wonder if it's a champion dart.
And by the other day, I mean yesterday. Yeah, good call.
And that clipped off a tree on the left-hand side and kicked into that That stuff's not OB, but all of those trees are
So it's not Schnarb.
dense, thick. It is not Schnarb.
Okay.
Cam Zanini going with
Backhand.
the soft.
I wonder if he's injured himself or something. Because this is such a good forehand hole for him, and as he parks a backhand.
Yeah, he really should have thrown forehand, so he had maybe longer than an 18-foot putt.
I know,
for birdie.
my bad. I told you, whenever I talk, it just doesn't seem to work out well.
Clay Morgan, no effort, just turns
Slide.
over disc, and yeah, he's got a putt, maybe just outside the circle or right on circle's edge.
Okay, so they're all backhands here. It's such a simple forehand. I'm surprised, but maybe they heard you talk about how how fast this green can be, and that's
Perfect
part.
shot.
And if you're gonna do that, why throw anything but that?
Yeah, add another bullseye to your stats there, Chris.
No kidding. Well done. And that's gonna put him, meaning that everyone on our card will be under par.
As long as he makes that putt, you have a 6-footer.
I think he's gonna make it. That was me assuming he makes it. Derek should have no problem balloon for par from there.
And this one actually does not roll away. Yet we just saw it roll a couple of feet there.
Was this one of the easier holes, Julian?
Yes, it typically plays as one of the easier holes. This one specifically is 5th easiest.
Okay.
I'm playing just under par.
Nice try, Clay. Just a little low.
So a lot of the guys who don't play this course very often, it is a very touch backhand shot.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a simple shot if you don't play it all the time.
Yeah, low ceiling as well. We didn't mention. There's that Black Luna again, going
Good
in for
deuce.
birdie.
Good deuce, Cam.
Good choice on the back end.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Justin.
No, never listen to me. It's just because I throw forehands a lot.
Ooh, he's got a rocket
He
putt.
does have a rocket putt, and it's confident and middle.
Mm-hmm. He
Great
tucks
putt.
it, hit the pole, and almost bounced out, but it can't because it was low and perfect.
Doink.
Great
Derek
birdie.
hit the band there. It's just a little late. Sorry. Great birdie for Chris. Good call, Julian. And Clay does a little bit of cleanup here in aisle 16. Grocery store reference.
2 birdies, 2 pars. Great showing, Cam Zanini and Chris Ozolins with the birds. Again, like you said, bringing everybody to under par.
Yes, on the round. Which is great. I mean, the course record that I know of here, and according to UDisc, is 5 down from longs on this long layout, especially the new holes. So Derek's at it right
Yeah,
now.
he has a chance to beat that.
He could go 2 for 2 on course record breaks if he just picks up a birdie here.
That would be disgusting.
That would be
and
really
amazing.
cool. Very cool.
Hole 17, par 3, short, 250 foot, slight elevation, but there's a whole lot of trees in the way.
It's a really hard shot, Julian.
So it's a really, really tight tunnel. Plays into the righties game, right hand, backhand with something overstable. I'm curious to see maybe Derek
Look at
will
that
throw a
gap.
forehand.
Throw it right where Jeff's standing up there. If you aim it at him a little bit high, you're going to hyzer into the basket area.
Just like that.
I might hit the big tree.
Ah, there's a little one there. Didn't see it.
Ooh, Jeff, did that hit your camera tripod leg?
That would have been an extra stroke on Jeff's card. No, it wasn't his bag, was it?
No.
Oz with the backhand, and that's what I do. You don't look. If you have a tight gap like that,
Just throw it.
Don't look at it.
He's got a circle 1 putt. Yeah, he put a bit of hyzer on it, but that kind of makes you get an open putt on the end if you finish left. And Derek with a rare forehand.
Why are they so rare? That
I
was
don't know.
perfect.
It's very good. A little bit low,
a
but
little short, but
he's got a circle 1 putt-ish.
yeah.
I've been there before. I can't tell if it's a step. You can't really step because of that log. So it's kind of circle's edge, I would say. Flip up a little bit. That might hit the big tree. Yeah.
Yeah, hits the big tree. So he's got that big tree in his way, but he'll have a
4 gap hits, Julian.
Yeah, that was
4 complete clear glap hits.
glap hits by the entire card.
Cam putting first here.
Oh, just misses it low left.
Princess layup? Or was that a run?
I think that was a run.
Okay.
That was a good run.
Yeah, that was a good putt.
Oh, Rick has lost the orange. I saw him in the background there. I couldn't tell it was him.
Good call. Derek with a rare circle 1 miss.
Doink, dink. Which one was it?
Dirk? I don't know. Taking to a
Clay
knee
Morgan
here. Great putt from a knee.
Makes the bird.
Yeah, and
Anybody else here got a birdie putt? Yeah, Oz
gingerly
does.
climbs the log. Kind of an acrobatic disc retrieval here. Mm-hmm. And Oz with it too as well. Let's see how much of an acrobat. Okay.
Oh yeah, it just jumps up. That log doesn't even exist.
Yeah, no kidding. He's also like 6'2", but still.
Is he?
I don't know. Everyone seems tall to me. I'm pretty short. Derek's just...
He's gonna wedge it in there. As long as it's supported by the basket, it is legal.
That's cool.
And well done. He didn't want to dink, doink, or dirk. He just wanted.
Oh, what
right
a
in the
putt
chains.
from Cam. I
These
love
guys
the
are-
Nico LaCastro.
They're just showing off now.
They're getting too used to these cameras, I think.
Making them look good.
I think that's well played. I've tripled that hole myself.
Yeah, this hole is averaging par right on, so 2 birdies and 2 pars is not a bad...
And is par right on. Is it not? No, incorrect. It's half stroke under. Math.
Yeah, half stroke
Right.
under.
So
Yeah,
if it was, they'd all have to par it.
that's right.
Anyone want to help me with some math lessons here? Just you can hit me up at Julian Murphy.
Law of averages. Julian Murphy at
Your
mail.com.
Mail. Last
At
hole, Julian.
Doink
This
Mail.
is sad. Last hole.
This is our last hole. Hole 18 is the signature hole on this course. It is a massive downhill shot. You start on the right side of these ski lifts and you end on the left. There's a whole bunch of vans
There
parked
won't
at the
be there.
bottom.
I don't think vans will be there
There
during
won't be the-
coverage.
yeah, not during coverage. That was an Oktoberfest time that we filmed that. So
Yeah.
let's see how these guys play this massive downhill bomb.
You can't have too much turn like this.
Yeah, hopefully he wasn't throwing a turn because it will never come
If
back.
Chris throws a turn, I would think that he has a poor choice selection in my head.
It would be,
I think he knows better. I throw a turn because I have a noodle arm.
Be 2 cities over. Oh,
Now that's got to have some turn on it.
it does. Look at that. If you can.
Come on, get out of it. But look though,
Is that going to
cut,
cut?
go out of bounds.
Sit and cut? Oh, I don't. That's not OB on this hole.
No,
though,
it's
is it?
not. But it's just as you
It's
might as well be.
natural
You're gonna
OB
have to
for
putt
sure.
putt laterally out to the fairway, right?
Yeah, there is a fairway. You can actually get down to
Course.
number 7 and 6's fairway to the right of those trees. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah, it'll be a little left as long as it gets down in time.
Yeah, he wants to take those ski lifts out of play, and does just that. And he might have an open look.
Yeah, look at that beautiful view up there. All those rooftops.
And this is a great hole for a lefty, because he can get the full flight of a disc, have it fade way, way, way over,
Like this?
over everything.
Now he's gonna hit a
Just-
ski pole maybe.
What sound does the ski pole make?
He didn't hit it though, so that was that. If he did hit it, that's what it would have
That was
sounded
a
like.
massive throw.
That's
so he's
780.
it's got to be close.
No, seriously, I have friends that have U-disc their drives from there, and Chris trying to get a little bit. He's getting some more distance. That's a great shot.
Yeah, he wants to get it out and get those ski lifts out of play.
And he didn't necessarily have to pitch out there, so that's good. And, oh, Clay's thinking the same thing here.
And he throws it into space, comes
I
down
see
in
it.
the
It's
fairway.
rolling. Great shot.
And yeah, good spot to be. He's going to be having a good
350?
upshot for par, maybe.
350, 400.
Yeah.
And these are cam ended up. This could be a good attackable shot for him to get a bird, and that might
needs
be
to
too
flip.
stable.
Yeah.
It might end up near the 12 fairway.
I stand corrected. That was a great shot. Right in the middle.
Yes, it was, Julian. 50-foot downhill. We might see another princess layup here, which I would do. Would you?
Yeah, absolutely. I typically run everything, but that usually is why
Yeah,
I
same.
end up with
Honestly.
septuple bogeys.
If I'm laying up, that means it should be a layup, and this has a bit too much turn here.
No, hopefully that's really stable, because
That's going to be in the chalet.
What?
That was
Was
that
he-
not way down there? I think,
I think it is. I think that might be parking lot territory.
which isn't OB, but just a bit
Massive
too
shot.
much, massive shot, bit too much turn maybe on that. Go in,
Skip in. Oh,
great shot.
yeah, good shot and great catch by the camera there to see it coming down right behind the basket.
It's so hard to get something to sit close to the basket.
This
here.
is Derek Jones' second shot. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna put it.
No, that's circle. See, that's the thing. It's with that downslope on this green, another sloped green. It's very hard to get to sit in the right spot.
Yeah, but he's
See what
feeling
Cam
his
does.
putter. He's feeling his putting today.
Now, that was a
Yeah.
bit of an aggressive layup / run. He's gonna have a knee knocker for par. He might not be too happy with that one.
And Chris Ozolins from a different area code.
I think I see Sean Coker back there. He was spotting this hole. I see him in his Provincial sweater. Thanks for spotting, Sean.
Big shout out to Sean Co. Derek Jones makes the putt.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I absolutely love his putting stroke.
That's potentially 2 course records in a row.
Okay, unofficially, Foxwood is definitely official. Unofficially, that is the course record from Longs at Chicopee.
Of this layout.
Of this layout.
No,
That's
we'll have
new.
to check the other tournament that happened, Throwdown, because it had a similar layout, but
Yes, it was the same layout. You're right. So we can check that and get back to you for round 4.
great putt. Nice
Nice
par
putt,
cleanup,
Cam.
Cam.
Yeah, that was a longer putt that he probably wanted from par from there, but this Clay to save his par. Be another miraculous save from the trees.
Gallery's watching.
Taking his time.
Oh no.
And he felt it.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those today.
Yep. It's not his style. He'll
I think the wind might be getting to
Well,
all
and-
the players here.
Yeah, and the more you miss, if you have a couple of misses, trust me, the more you miss.
Yeah.
It gets in your head, and you're like, you get not confident, and it's just a matter of shaking it.
Yeah.
And
So
Clay, being the big man he is, still high-fiving everyone. Big hug there for that fella.
Great round, guys. So only 2 birdies on the day. So Derek Jones
Man, that's
got
a
the
good
one,
birdie.
and the other Pay got another birdie. So
No
that was
way.
Jamie Pay
Holy
with
cow.
the other birdie on this one. So great job, Pay relatives, I assume.
Brothers, maybe?
Father,
I
son?
bet you they don't do commentary.
Cousins?
Minus 24, Derek Jones. He's got an 8-stroke lead over CZ, or Cam Zanini, going into the final round.
Yep.
And then
Clay
minus
Morgan
15.
fell back to 3rd place there.
Yes, he
minus
did.
15.
And let's see here. It looks like we're going to have the same lead card for the final round, Julian.
Yeah, it looks like it will be. And Mike Pay moved up. He's
It's probably because of that random birdie he got.
just that's 2 of them, 2 random birdies.
Mike Pay.
A couple of players fell back, and a few more picked it up. So we got.
But these 4, Julian, there was no way anyone else was going to be on the lead card, it looks like. There's an 11-stroke difference between 4 and 5 there.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's not close at this point. So it's going to be really the big story is who's going to finish 2nd place here.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. And Chicopee does have the opportunity for a lot of rollaways and missed strokes and stuff. But the way Derek's playing right now mentally and his putt, everything looks so
Yeah,
confident.
he's lights out this tournament. So big thank you to Chicopee Ski and Summer Resort for all of your generous hospitality. Innova Disc Golf, of course, for supporting the game that we all love. Paris Disc Golf Club for your wealth of information, knowledge, and encouragement for True North Disc Golf Productions. And a special thanks to the players, the staff, the spotters, and especially all of the fans, you guys.
Yep. Don't forget to come check us out for round 4 coming up shortly. That'll be the conclusion to this Ontario Provincial tournament, Julian. I'll see if Derek can keep it together. If anyone else is going to put a push on. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Very, very tough call. I think he's got enough of a lead though right now that it's gonna be tough to catch him, especially with the way he's putting. His drives are all just bombs.
Yeah, he throws farther than I expected. So stay tuned for the exciting conclusion, like I said. And
you'll never guess what side we're gonna be sitting on for the next round.
yeah,
It's a surprise.
So if you want to see, come right back and we'll check you guys out later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.
See you later.